Good morning. I'm back. Not gonna do a vibe today. Um, gonna kind of go with, I guess, what's becoming my Saturday thing, which is either to revisit stuff that I haven't played with in a long time, or kind of putting together some new things that I got and seeing how I like them, kind of a thing. Today it's gonna be mostly new. Um, I've done skin prep, but haven't done anything else. Um, I know I have not been regular with posting videos recently, and that's just because it's almost my birthday and I had a trip and work has been crazy, and so life just kind of happened and it was a lot. But it's all good things. And it's just been, I've been living life instead of sitting in this room filming makeup, which is a good thing. But I have gotten some new things, and I do want to kind of show them to you and go through what I like and what I don't like. It is fairly new in the process, so I don't exactly have my full thoughts together. However, I can show you what I got and give preliminary thoughts on how things are going. I think you all, if you have seen any of my somewhat recent videos, know that I bought the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation again in the shade Yulong, which is a newer shade. And I love it, and so I'm going to wear it again today. But I've already talked about it before, so I don't need to talk about it a lot more. I need to let that dry a little bit. I'm going to do some contour. So for contour today, I'm going to try something different, and we'll see how it goes. It may be bad. This may just be bad. And it's the Tarte Sculpt tape. It's got the fuzzy thing applicator, and this is in shade Cool Bronze. And we'll see how that goes. Ooh, that's a lot. Hoping this shears out a lot, because that's a lot. Maybe I can take it and put it somewhere else. Okay. That's not as scary as I had feared. Thank goodness. Getting back on the rails. All right. Actually, not bad. Not great, but not bad. I don't think I look dirty. It's a little bit too bronzy to be a contour really that I would like. But it's not so bronzy that I feel like it looks off in the places I put it. And we're going to bring it back because now we are actually to one of the products that I had wanted to talk about. I got the Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick in one of the new colors, Toast. And I got it to be kind of like a blonde-tour, blush contour bronzer. Yeah. So here's the shade. It's got some rosiness to it. It says it's like a pecan color. I don't really think of pecans as being rosy, but there's definitely some rosiness to it. So I thought I could wear it as, yeah, just kind of a all-in-one product. I think it's really pretty. Let me put some on my hand so you get an idea. So this is what it looks like, not blurred out. And then here we go. It's like a rosy, medium tan color. It's far too dark to be a realistic bronzer for me, but as a blush, I really like it. I can see myself wearing this a lot in warmer, like now that it's getting warmer. Let's see, is that all the cream things I was going to put on today? Oh, eyeshadow. I think I may have talked about these already, but I did get some of the MAC Multisculpt matte eye paints, or just paints that you can use anywhere. And I have Stone and Buffed Up. Today, I think I'm going to go with Buffed Up. It's a kind of a pinky brown, and Stone is a cool taupe. I'm wanting, I think, more neutral, less cool today. So I'm going to go with that. And these are just so easy. You just put the little bit there, and then you just basically buff it out, just like the color says. Done. Easiest eye thing ever. And then it's a great base for powder shadow. And these do not crease, and they last all day. So anything you put on top of them doesn't get eaten by like the oils in your eyelid. I've just been really impressed. I need to order the Taylor Gray shade and maybe one of the two light ones, either Painterly or Brulee, I think are the two light ones. But I haven't decided which one to buy. So we'll see. That will be coming. I'm sure you'll see a lot of it. Okay, now that I've got all of my creams down, I'm going to put on some powder. And I'm going to be using the Make pressed powder today in the lightest shade. I think it's, so it says it's their Diffusion Translucent Pressed Powder in shade Fair. I have had this compact for a really long time. This is like the third one of these that I have gotten. I love that you can just buy refills. It's really nice. I'm just going to use a powder brush to just kind of set everything, especially that under eye area with all the weirdness that I did. I want things to go sliding around with the rest of my day. Since we've got Make, let's do the Make multi-chromes, just to add a little bit of shimmer on top of that matte. So I've got the shade Glaze. When this came, it was all smushed. So, I mean, broken up, because I think they were like baked. I don't know. It fell apart. So I smashed it back together. So that's part of why it looks like it does. So these are in these cute metal tins. And then it's messy, but it is shimmery and has dimension to it. The shade is kind of a like rosy champagne color. There we go. Nothing like too dramatic, but just adds a little bit of shimmer. And since I put it on top of the that MAC matte base, this should last really well all day. And I also have something that I bought, which I really don't need, but I'm going to put on anyway, I had heard about these Ilia eyeshadow sticks, that the shimmery ones actually stay shimmery. Khaki beauty YouTubers that I really enjoy watching loves these, and this shade in particular is Opulent, and she uses it as an inner corner highlight, so I thought I would try it. I think it works. I just don't know that inner corner highlights do the same thing for me that they do for some people. Actually, on camera it looks really pretty, but in person it's like you can't even tell I did anything. So I don't know, maybe there's something to that. Now, as my powder blush, I got this is one of the Gucci blushes. These are not new. I tried buying this exact blush a year ago, and the package came broken. So I returned it, and I ended up getting a YSL blush instead, because they don't carry Gucci in my local Sephora. And I wanted to be able to see the colors on me. And I couldn't get the thing that had been broken. So anyway, I've been wanting this blush. So it is in shade 1, Silky Rose. No, you can't. But it's a warm pink. And it's a matte. I really like how it just brightens up my complexion. I can look sallow, and so having something that's kind of a punch of color, but yet isn't too punchy, so it doesn't like radiate off my face. I think this is a special color, so I just went ahead and bought it again, but I'm going to keep it this time. This component is nice. It's very heavy. I don't understand. What broke for me was this little clasp here. It's plastic. Why you would have, you know, this nice heavy packaging that then clasped with flimsy plastic, I don't know. It's like, it seems like that's going to break again. I don't know. Design flaw. Okay, did that. Then need some brows. Don't have any new brow stuff. So I'm just going to zoom through that part. Apparently we're going to go with the MAC Volux Brow Liner in Brunette. Not my favorite, but readily available. And the reason this isn't my favorite product is because it's just a pencil. It doesn't have any like waxiness in it, so it doesn't help your brows stand up. It just adds color, which is better than not doing my brows. But I like those products that kind of have some, like either a pomade or a wax or something like that, that have a little bit of, that kind of zhuzh things as well as color them. I prefer to just use one product on my brows. But at least you can tell I have eyebrows, which that's good. Because everything's kind of light today, I don't want to do a super dramatic liner. So I'm going to use the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal liner in Smoky Topaz, I think is what it is. Let me see. Smoky Quartz. Sorry. So here it is. It's the color, this color here. This is a sparkly liner, but it's sparkly in that very classy Victoria Beckham way. So it's not like individual glitter particles. And these, I think I've talked about them before, they go on very smooth. You can blend them all the way out and use it almost like an eyeshadow if you want to. And then it will set down. So I'm going to do kind of smudgy, but not like super blurred out is the plan. Okay, easy peasy. Just give me a little eye definition that's not too dark. I have a new mascara, which probably shouldn't be doing since I have lunch plans, because this could be bad, but I feel like it's going to be okay. So I like the Maybelline Sky Tubes mascara. It is not a tubing mascara, or Sky High mascara. It's not a tubing mascara, but it doesn't flake on me. It lasts all day. Comes in some really great colors. I love their burgundy color. It's like one of the only non-tubing mascaras that has ever worked for me, and it's reasonably priced. So then when they came out with a tubing one, which is Sky Tubes, I had to try it. I have not actually tried it yet. This is going to be a first impression. My thought is I like their mascara. I love tubing mascaras. So why wouldn't I like their tubing mascara? I just went ahead and got black because it's like, I don't want to give it, I don't want it to be like a, ooh, do I like the formula, or is it the formula that's the problem? Is it the color that's the problem? So I just figured let's go with black. And we'll see. Well, that was easy and nice. That is a lot of volume. If this holds up, I may have replaced my expensive tubing mascaras. I don't want to get too excited, but I'm really liking that right now. Okay. Lips. Liner. I've got so many lip shades here. And I do kind of want to show them. So maybe I won't use a liner. Instead, maybe I should use a liner. Okay, so the two new things that I have, I've got the Charlotte Tilbury, it's like their new balm something, I don't know, and I got it in Pillow Talk. And then I got one of the Westman Atelier whatever they are, Hydrobalm tinted lipsticks. I think I shade Bob. I eventually am going to put both of these on, but in this video I'm just going to do one. I think because I did Toast, I'm also going to do Bob. And Bob, I thought it was kind of like a mauve brown, which I guess it is, but it's like, looks really like a cool tone brown here by itself. I shall put it on. Yeah, they're the same color, just different formulas. So here's Bob and here's Toast. I guess if I wanted a combo that goes together, picked it. So I'm gonna smudge out Toast a little bit, and then you can see Bob is a little bit rosier than Toast, but man, those are really similar. Kind of simple, but I like it. I think that worked out pretty well. I also got a new spray. I got the Refy one. I had heard good things about this as well. I was not a, what are these called? Setting spray person. Because I thought it felt like hairspray on my face. Didn't like it. Until the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin, the blurring one. Love that stuff. But thought, well, there's so many I haven't tried, and maybe it's just that the couple that I had tried before that one I didn't like, but I like others. I don't know. So I heard nice things about this Refy one, and I like Refy a lot, so I thought I'd give it a try. I like that it's a fairly small container, so I think it would be easy to travel with, because the Danessa Myricks is kind of big, and I have been traveling recently, and I didn't want to take it with me because it would take up too much space in my makeup bag. So let's see how this goes. It is a very nice fine mist. We'll see if it makes me overly shiny. Because I don't like that. I also don't like it if it feels like hairspray on my face. So I'll let you know as I am taking this out and it dries, my feelings on that. I really like this haircut, but it does that, it's the flip up thing. Okay. Now that I can see and that has dried, it feels a little bit like frozen face. I feel like it is making things crease a little bit under my eyes, but that could be all of the crap that I did to them. So I don't. But it doesn't have that pretty blurred look that the Danessa Myricks has. So I don't think it's going to replace it for me. The thing is, I think I've mentioned that I get the Allure Beauty box, and I just got to notice that in May it's going to have this Refy spray in it. But I've used it, so I can't return it. I don't think I can. I don't know. It's not, I don't mind it, but I don't like it enough to have 2 bottles of it. I wish I had known that before I bought it, and then I wouldn't have bought it. We'll see. I know, first world problems. Anyway, glad to be back with you all. I think most of the things that I purchased were worth the money. I think I like them. Please like and subscribe. If you like this video, I have many others that aren't exactly the same, but similar. And let me know which things you like if there's a direction, content you find more enjoyable than other content, just let me know. Because I'm still trying to find my way. But we'll get there. Have a good week.